Hi there, friends. This is going to be a really spontaneous video. I didn't prepare any materials for reading. I will just speak as the words come to me. I feel really excited because at this moment of my life, I'm really sure that my reunion, the reunion with my twin flame, is going to happen. And I'm really eager to see it happening. And I was thinking, how can I help? Because I think I've done pretty much everything I could about myself. Not everything. There's always something that we can do. To do improve ourselves, to do some more inner work. And I'm actually so sure because I never felt this way before. I see coincidences everywhere around me, and like if the universe is trying to get us together, back together. I see that our lives are interfering in ways none of us could, imagine. None of us could influence it to happen that way, because some people that are close to us are, meeting each other, and we did nothing to make it happen. So we connect on some higher levels, and I see signs all around. I see initials, I see the numbers that connect us, I see the words that connect us. And I was even started to wonder, why did I feel so bad during the last several months. I felt so down, so heavy, so confused, so messed up. And I was wondering, whether these are really my feelings, or maybe these are the feelings of my twin flame. And then I received some sort of confirmation that I was actually picking up his feelings. I didn't doubt I could do that even before, because it happened before. But before these days, I wasn't aware when those feelings were really mine and when those feelings were his. So now I became aware of his feelings. Now I know when I feel in a such a way without the reason, I know why it happens. And that also helps me to understand him better, and to plan my activities for the reunion. And I can think about things. I can find some solutions how to speed up that reunion, because I have decided that no matter what, I won't be the one that will do the first step toward the reunion. I won't try to contact him, because I tried that already. Actually, in the first phase, when we just met and when the first separation happened, I was the runner and he was the chaser. So he chased me for like, I don't know, 5 years or more. And nothing happened because I kept blocking that. And then he, gave up on it. And for a long time we had a silence, and we are still silent. We didn't get into any sort of relationship or connection, and I believe that's exactly what we should do. But this time, it's not about the pride, it's not about the fear. I just want to make sure that this time he's really a man, not a boy. And when I say a man, I want to say that I want to be sure this time that he knows exactly what he wants, and that this time there won't be a chance that other people have influence over him, and that other people start to interfere between us and into our relationship. That's the point, otherwise I would get in contact with him. But also I want him to awake that strength that he has. I know he has it, and I just want him to become more secure about himself, and I want him to believe more in himself than he believes in me, and then when he makes that decision, then I want him to keep with it, to be sure about it. Otherwise, the reunion won't be permanent. And I was wondering, what can I do to, motivate him, to help him to do that first step? As I said, I was the runner and he was the chaser, and after approximately 5 years after he gave up, I did the first step. I contacted him through the social media, but he refused to have a contact with me, and okay, I accepted that. It was perfectly fine. Now I see that he's becoming more and more interested in my life. I see that even people who are around him know who I am, and there is no way they could know that without him telling them. And I see that huge interest in my life, in what is happening with me. So I know he's interested. I know he feels that need to get into some sort of connection. I'm not saying that it's going to be a relationship, but I know he wants that. I know he wants to start a conversation. So I was thinking how to help him, how to encourage him. And of course, normally the first thing that can happen to all of that comes to our minds is we have to look better. We have to be physically attracted to each other. There is nothing wrong with being attracted physically to another person. And I believe that on this level, when we are so close to become the divine feminine, none of the divine feminines will get this message wrong, because we all know that physical appearance, physical beauty cannot come instead of some other values. So it cannot replace your personality. It cannot replace your energy, your high vibration. So you have to, after you came close to the end of the inner work, then you can pay attention to your appearance. So there is nothing wrong with that. And you can use that appearance to motivate them and to speed up that reunion, because after all, he is a man. He needs to feel that sexual attraction toward you. And it doesn't reduce the value of your relationship as a twin flames. So the other thing besides that is by improving your physical appearance, working on your body, would also remind him of who you was and how he felt when he was in those first stages of your relationship, because at that moment you weren't that aware of your personalities. You were more attracted, you were attracted by the energy, of course, but you also noticed that physical beauty, because you were light and you were shining, and you were just how to say, you were that energy was, that high vibration was simply obvious. And what I want to achieve by that better looking is for him to be reminded of how he looked at me uh, when we just felt for the first time, started to feel that love, and he used to watch me like if there is nothing else in the world. And I want him to start that, to remember how that feeling was. I want him to remember, and I want him to start wanting that feeling back in his life. And there is another thing, since I constantly repeat that during this summer, I went through some hard times, and what I could see, what was happening, some things from my past, they would just pop up in my life again. Some people, like my friend, who I haven't seen for like 15 years, she just messaged me, and she invoked the part of my memories from the past, and I've seen that I've cleared it. It's clean. My memories, which were, painful with her, and she's also in a really close connection with my twin flame. So when I realized I can face her, I can, work things out with her, I can probably do that with him. So that also encouraged me. And there are also some other things, even from the times before I've met my twin flame, things, situations, people who brought a lot of fear into my life. And now, during the summer, when I visited those places and those people again, I've realized that those negative feelings, uncomfortable feelings, which were making my vibration lower, which made me feel exhausted, tired, scared, sad, and so on. Those feelings were just within me. So when I faced those people and those situations now, I realized that there's nothing left of all of those feelings. No, I realized that now I can face any person, I can face any place, because it wasn't the person or the place that made me feel such a way. It was how it was my perception of those people and those places, and it was in a correlation with my energy at that time. So now, when my energy is different and when my vibration is much higher, then I'm not threatened anymore by these places and these people. So it is also some sort of a cure and inner work. And I would recommend everyone to do the same thing, to visit and to confront people and places that you are frightened about or you have any negative feelings for. And the other thing, as I already mentioned, I would recommend you to do the system constellation, family constellations, as they can clear some hidden dynamics which we are often not even aware of, but they still influence our lives in very, very difficult ways. And since they are hidden, we even don't know what we are fighting against. And I would recommend everyone to establish a quality and calm relationship with your relatives, even deceased ones. You cannot communicate with those people verbally, of course, but you shouldn't forget about them. You should embrace their experiences. You should embrace them into your life, and you should, most of all, you should be aware of them and their sacrifices, you know, and you should show some sort of appreciation of their lives, their sacrifices, and you should show some appreciation of what have they done for you. No, they didn't do it as something planned, but all they did that also helped bringing you into the point where you are now. And at least what we can do is to show that appreciation and show them that we do remember what they have done. And I believe the other thing, which is very important in our lives to do, if we want to get to the reunion, is to clean up our lives. What that means: remove all the negative things, remove all the things that make you feel tired and exhausted. Remove everything that makes you feel messed up. Even when it's just about cleaning the space in which you live, your house or your flat, you should remove all the things that you don't need, that are broken, that are not functioning, or they're not in function for you. You don't use them, then just give them away. Make some space in your life for the new things, for the twin flame. Okay. So as I said, I'm going to do all of these things, and I will do my best to provoke my twin flame, literally, to do something. And as I said, it's not about pride. It's about encouraging him to become aware of his strength and his power, because I know he can do that. Okay, if I'll have some further news and some further advices, I will make another video about it, and I hope it will be soon with the best results and best informations. And please, if you do have something to add, please make a comment on this video. Thank you, and have a nice day, and I wish you to have the reunion with your twin flame as soon as possible. Thank you. Bye.